Hello, my name is Cecelia Awiah, a project manager for Afrikids district. Today I'm going to be talking about the Focused Children intervention that started in 2022 as part of Afrikids intervention in the Binduri district, one of the three. We started with 6,115 of focused children across the three districts. These children were identified by the DMDTs, who are the district multidisciplinary team members. These are stakeholders from social welfare community development, the Ghana Education Service, and the Ghana Health Service. As part of their support and partnership with Afrikids, they went into schools to identify children who are at high risk of dropping out of school, and for us together to look at how we can support these children to continue to stay in school. Among some of these children and some of the reasons why these children were identified as focused children was poverty. Some of them were struggling to get their school provisions, get school items to continue to be in school. Others too had their parents who did not really understand what the importance of education is, and so because they didn't know what the importance of education is, they didn't put any priority on that. Some of these children too were overaged. So you go to primary 1 and you have children of about 8 years, 9 years still in that class. So it made it difficult for them to concentrate and stay in school. Now, among some of the things the intervention did was to sensitize community members and parents on the importance of education, and for them to clearly understand that it's important for them to prioritize the education of their children. Apart from these sensitization activities that we did in the district, we also had supplies to these children that were basically around their school items, included school books, uniforms, sandals, bags. All of these we gave to them to make them comfortable and for them to be able to stay in school. We also organized counseling services for these children. Our intention was to get to know them better, to interact more closely with them, and to be able to support them in their challenging periods so that they are able to stay focused and learn better in school. While we went in the journey with them, we had several school visits. We also had several home visits to these children, all in the bid for us to get closer to both children and family and to be able to support them to go through the processes. In all of this, Afrikids having in mind to sustain its projects while even they are away, we have the livelihood support program that deals with supporting the parents of these children, parents and guidance. So for any of these children who have their parents engaging in some form of trades, Afrikids livelihood support team goes in there, offers them more assistance in terms of advices on how to manage their businesses better, and also to support them financially to enhance their business so they are able to take better care of the children even when Afrikids is away. This intervention has helped so much, and we are seeing a lot of things coming up that in the past were not there. So we have better attendance of children to school lately. In the past, we had children staying away from school mostly during the rainy periods and then during funeral sessions. And so as part of the sensitization and encouraging parents and children to keep going to school regularly, we have a better attendance now than before. We also have parents understanding more of why they should allow their children and encourage and keep them in school, because then they tend to say that they do not see the results that their children come up with. They don't have the nurses, the doctors, and all of those influential people in the community, and so they are not encouraged. But truth is that the few that are there now go back to the southern sector, and so they are not encouraged to allow their children to continue to be in school. So we keep bringing role models around to show to them that when they try harder to support their children in school, they will be able to make it. And so we are seeing a series of changes. We are seeing children being prepared to go to school more often and regular and punctual, and making all the attempts to study harder than before. And so we are glad that the focused children intervention is happening in the Binduri district, one of the 3 of the Afrikids programs. Thank you.